Raha attacked a professional wrestler live on Kickstream and knocked him out cold. This is the big news. This is the big news from the weekend. Raja Jackson attacks wrestler before the fight, before the event. They met backstage. The wrestler took a can and hit him in the head. Thought he was another wrestler, said it was a work. He didn't know. Later apologized. There was heat leading up to it. Raha Jackson was knocked out 3-4 days earlier, had a concussion. Shouldn't even have been there. This is per his father, Rampage Jackson. Shouldn't even have been at the event. Showed at the event, live streamed on Kick, jumped in the ring, basically power bombed him. The guy knocked out. He hit him a few times, more than a few times. Had to get pulled off. It was the crazy wild scene. I'll read you some of the details. Raha Jackson interrupted a match during the Knox Experience show put on by the WWD ID affiliated Knox Pro Wrestling Academy. Pickup and slamming Stuart Smith, who wrestles under the name Psycho Stu, and reportedly punched him. The incident was live streamed on Jackson's Kick account. Jackson, Raha, and his father, Rampage, Kick accounts have been canceled. They can no longer live stream on Kick because Kick does not allow violence. Wrestling journalist Sean Ross Sapp had this to say about the incident. What was supposed to be planned and agreed upon wrestling spot turned into a selfish, irresponsible act of violence. There's a lot of people saying he should go to jail. There's a lot of people furious. There's also a group that's saying, well, he got hit backstage and it was payback. And he was told to really punch the wrestler. There was a lot going on back here. It sounds like California is looking into the event as far as law enforcement. We have no update. It's Monday morning, 8 a.m., and that's what we got going on. What's up, Ryan? What's up, chat? Los Angeles Police Department has an investigation. Let's see. There was an apology after Knox hit him with a can backstage. Just a wild event. What do you guys get to say? Oh, we're talking about Raha Jackson. We're talking about Rampage Jackson's son. There was an incident over the weekend in the wrestling ring. Wild event. We're talking about the big news. Raha Jackson. Yeah. That's what we were getting into. There's a lot of videos out there. Rampage came on and explained the situation. You could check out our YouTube or Twitter. What's up, Punisher? What's going on, brother? Just hitting Monday morning hard, you know what I'm saying? Hitting it hard. Talking about Raha Jackson and the incident in the wrestling ring. How did Rampage take care of it? All sorted? I don't know. You tell me, Punisher. It's a wild story. I mean, I could see both sides of it, right? You know? Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Yeah, Rampage put a statement out, yeah. What do you guys think? You think it's going to be squashed or you think he's going to go to jail? You think he's going to get some charges? I think the whole thing was planned, and it just went too far, way too far. I don't know if the police will get involved, but everything's on film. You know, everything's on film. There's not really much. Yeah, he's gonna. How long? Yeah, what do you guys think? Big time punishment? 23. Yeah, his teeth were gone and broken bones in his face. Those are some serious punches, guys. Hmm. Those are some serious punches. Yeah. Right, there you go. Punisher, you're a smart man. You got it all figured out. Hmm. Anger management classes, Punisher? Maybe some anger management classes? The Punisher's got it all figured out today. You're probably right, man. You know, Biff. Biff, I've seen a couple fights, huh? Ooh, man. They knocked the fighter out, right? Boom, he's on the ground. Boom, 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 right? Yeah, maybe Sean Strickland and Raha can do like a live stream. Anger management. Las Vegas edition. That'd be funny. Now, man, in all seriousness, right? If you're in professional wrestling or in the WWE and UFC and all this stuff, and you're planning violence, shit happens. So, is Raha fault here? Yes, he took it too far. That'd be a great stream. That'd be a great stream. So evidently Kick canceled their accounts, booted them off Kick. Raha and his dad Rampage. Way too far. You know what the problem is, and you know Jacob, Punisher, and chat. People go on live stream. This is a live stream, right? I could be, instead of in my office, I could be out there in the street or at the gym or at an event. That's what people want to see. It gets crazy though. If I'm live streaming outside, it gets wild. So this is a controlled space. And that's how people are making money now. The Aiden Ross is making like 100,000 per stream. You know, the I Show Speed, Kai Sanat, all them guys are making tons of money just by sitting and streaming and traveling and streaming. So it's the new way to make money. They're making more money than NBA players. And NBA players are the highest paid athletes, basically. You see what I'm saying? I was told both of them were banned, but I don't know 100%. Yeah. I don't see why Rampage would be banned, right? He didn't do anything. Maybe association. Is that the big thing these days? Watching people live stream? Yeah. Is that the thing? Do you guys go on Kick and then what sends you a notification and tells you when your favorite guys or girls are live streaming? Is that how it works? Yeah. That's pretty cool. So yeah, he may or may not get some jail time. He may or may not get in trouble. Um, the wrestling organization got a lot of attention. The fighter got a lot of attention, and it's the huge news of the weekend, right? Because he's attached to Rampage. Rampage Jackson had nothing to do with it, you know, nothing. Rampage is not banned. Thank you, Punisher. Punisher, you on Kick a lot? Yeah, bro. Biff, he took a lot of shots, man. Let me just say this, Biff. How come none of them wrestlers pulled him off? Right? They should have tackled him and got him off. The referee stood there and watched like a, I won't say the word, a dumbass. The referee, he's a dumbass, right? They should have pulled him off. Once he slammed him up and put him on his head and his arms went out, They should have known right there. Get him off. So it is a lot of mistakes, right? Got it. Yeah. It was staged, 100% staged. Yeah. Dude, like you're a human being, right, guys? You can recognize when somebody's bleeding out their mouth and ears, getting punched so hard, you got to do something. And even if you're small, tackle that motherfucker and then tell other people to get his legs and his arms. That's how I would have handled it. Yeah. I may not have been able to take him, but I would have probably tried to tackle him and then said, "Hey, somebody grab he, just done whatever we could to get." Yeah, man, it was very poorly planned, right? Very poorly planned. And here's the thing, guys. Raja should never have been there, right? Should never have been there. Somebody paid him or something to do it. So, in the end, no one died. There'll probably be a little bit of money exchange, maybe a lawsuit, maybe he'll take care of the wrestler, and Raha hopefully will learn a lesson. He was out cold from the slam. I watched it. He was supposed to do a double leg takedown, grab him by the legs, knees, take him down, and then hit him. Not hit him, just do the fake WWE punches. I don't know about prison. Maybe. I'm thinking lawsuit. I'm thinking anger management. I'm thinking maybe some probation. Because there's a lot of confusion, right? He was told to do this. He was told to do that. But as a man and a human, you can't do that to someone else without getting in trouble. It's just intelligence. That's what separates us. Ready, Biff? That's what separates us from animals, huh? Because we could tell the difference, what's right and wrong. Free will, intelligence, and he should have stopped hitting that man, right? Just my opinion, right? I'm just a guy that has an opinion today, but that's the hot news. That's the fucking hot news. Oh, yeah, exactly. And they'll go and make some money, and they'll pay him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Punisher has it all figured out. 6 months probation, a little bit of anger management, a little bit of fine, and Rampage has the money to bail him out. There you go. Right? There you go. The guy was a military Navy veteran, Army veteran. I'm a veteran too. I was a veteran. I was in the Navy from 93 to 98. So I understand PTSD and all that stuff. Um, he's just doing whatever he can do to get by. A lot of people in the military saw stuff. Their friends got killed. They got shot. They got injured. So it haunts them. They don't sleep well. So yeah, I get it. But the bottom line is the incident went too fucking far. It went too fucking far. Who knows? I don't think Biff. I don't think it matters if he wants to press charges. I think it's up to the Los Angeles Police Department. hmm I think they took that right away. They have the right to file charges as well, right? And they're gonna look at it, and they're probably gonna issue a warrant for his arrest, and then Raha will go in with his lawyer, and then they'll get bailed out, and then they'll have a court date, and then he'll get whatever happens, and that's how it'll go. If it happens like that, we don't even know, right? But we do know, man, that dude took a beating. He took a pounding, and it looked bad, right? It looked bad. This is the world we live in, guys, right? The streamers. They're doing crazy shit. Well, well, yeah. Biff, you have the right to say that, right? But I don't say anything bad about Rampage. He's a father. I'm a father. If my son went out there and did that, I would have the same reaction, right? Wow. defend my son, and then try to get him out of trouble, right? That's what I would try to do. But man, it was bad. The problem is when you go out, Jacob, right? I think he went out with his manager or a friend or a trainer. That's what Rampage said. You got to go out with people that have your back, that can pull you out of that situation, right? That recognize that you did something wrong, that says, "Hey, let's go." Yeah, and they have to listen. So you have to find that person, whether it's a bodyguard or a cousin or friend. But that's the world we live in. You got to have somebody having your back. Rampage was in New York doing a live stream with Sneeko, and his son was in Los Angeles. They're on the opposite sides of the country. That's a 4 or 5 hour flight. He was nowhere near him. He was working, right? He was working. Is Raha a bad human being? I've never met him personally, right? I'll let you know when I do. Yeah. Well, man, you got a camera in your face every day? Jeez, it's got to be annoying, right? Everything you do is filmed, right? I just want the camera off and private time. You get it. Yeah. I do these live streams a couple hours, sometimes a day, different platforms. And I get sick of the camera too. I figured we'd come on here live and talk about this subject, right? I don't know what's going to happen today, but if there's some sort of breaking news on it, I'll come out here and do another live and we'll talk more about it. But right now, I want to get into some UFC news, okay? Because that's what we do, right? MMA Uncensored, we do UFC news, right? Talk about Jackson Podcast, okay? So let's get into some UFC news. Anything you guys want to talk about, drop a comment. I'll bring it up. But I've got all the current UFC news right here. I wrote it down for y'all. Quicks, he definitely did not act mature. Mm-hmm. There you go, Biff. Biff's heated today. Where you from, Biff? I'm going to run over some UFC news, guys. Drop comments or whatever, and I'll talk about it. But I'm just going to do my spiel, okay? Here's my spiel. We're going to start off with Paulo Costa. Yes, sir. You want to keep talking about Raha? I could skip the news. I could skip the news, man. Be right back. I need to get some ice. I'm not far away. Yeah, there's a lot. Tons that fall. Here. How about this? How about we do this, buddies? I'll set you guys up. I'll set you all up. All right. All right, here's Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross says, do the news? Okay. Because Aiden Ross is talking about it. Rampage Jackson talk about it. I got the videos. I can pull them up for y'all. Here we go. Let's do this one. I'll pull this up and we'll talk about this and then we'll do the news. Here's Sneeko, Sneeko and Rampage talking about I'm underground, so I can't get no calls on the FaceTime. All right. Keep me up to date. All right, thank you. You got the clip? There's Rampage's statement. That's Raja right there, punching the guy.
This is what happened, Chad. He went to a pro wrestling event with his coach. Those pro wrestlers, they be just as crazy as MMA guys, right? The pro wrestling guy don't know my son, and he hit him over the head with like a can or beer can or a bottle or something, and my son didn't know it didn't know it was coming. Didn't know. They didn't tell my son. And he hit my son over the head. I guess he thought my son was a pro wrestler or something. And Roger didn't react, but Roger didn't fight though. He didn't do anything. Cause I told Roger not to get punched, but still, nigga hit my son over the head. And then he asked my son, "You ain't gonna sell it when you in pro wrestling?" So this motherfucker that hit my son is stupid. So in order for me not to go to fucking jail, I gotta talk to his coach.
And there's the punch. I can't show the video because I'd probably get in trouble.
American boy, what are you talking about? You grew up here, like, what are you talking about street fights? You've never been in a street fight.
I was born in the street. Real quick, why they call me, you, Hamza, the big three?
No, you're not big three, bro.
Hey, how does it feel to know that the whole UFC is scared of you?
This is what happened, Chad. He went to a pro wrestling event with his coach. Those pro wrestlers, they be just as crazy as MMA guys, right? The pro wrestling guy don't know my son, and he hit him over the head with like a can or a beer can or a bottle or something. And my son didn't know it didn't know it was coming. Didn't know. They didn't tell my son. And he hit my son over the head. I guess he thought my son was a pro wrestler or something. And Roger didn't react, but Roger didn't fight though. He didn't do anything. Cause I told Roger not to get punched, but still, nigga hit my son over the head. And then he asked my son, "You ain't gonna sell it when you in pro wrestling?" So this motherfucker that hit my son is stupid. So in order for me not to go to fucking jail, I gotta talk to his coach.
There's your video, guys. There's your video. There's your video. God damn. God damn. Watch the slam. Ready? Boom! Arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just not stopping. Referee just watching. Look at that. Referee just watching. God damn it, man. Fucking brutal. I'm not putting it on 0.2. I'm not slowing it down. Woo. Dude. Still going. Still pounding him. 1, 2 wrestlers. He ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit. He's trying. Gotta stop this. Gotta stop this. Blood everywhere. See the blood? Ears? Face? See the blood? The blood's pouring out of his face. His nose. Fucking when there's blood pouring out your ears, bro. That's internal damage, man. Yeah. Eyes. It's coming out, right? Coming out, right? It's got to come out somewhere. God damn. Listen, I watched this yesterday, and it was hard to watch. It's still hard to watch. It's brutal. I don't know what's going to happen, right? I don't know, Biff. I think he's still 0-1. Biff, you're on your game today, man. You're on your game today. Yeah, there's a ton of camera angles. I think I've seen enough, guys. It's enough, right? Jesus Christ. Nobody wants to see another human beat the shit. Yeah. Nobody wants to see another human beat the shit unless it's like Colby Covington, right? Right? I'm just kidding. You get what I'm saying. Sean Strickland, Colby Covington, you know, people you piss off, but, you know, after somebody's knocked out, you know, you're done. It's over. You walk away. You check on them. Yeah, it's bad. There's nothing good about that video, brother. I mean, you can't show your kids that video later on in life, right? You can't show your kids that. Hey, big shout out to Sano Studios. They got my hat. We got our camo, real tree, authentic stuff here. And Jackson.com for my chain. Thank you. Thank you very much for my friends over there at Jackson. Always got to do a little quick plug for my family. SanoStudios.com and Jackson. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Bear. It's so comfortable, man. It's like pajamas. And they got the pants, too. I got the pants, look. Pants, too. It's like when it's cold outside and you're going to go hunting, right? But I'm not going hunting. Anyway, thank you to them guys, Sano Studios and Jackson, hooking us up, making me look good. Nothing good will come out of it, correct. Except maybe a lesson learned, right? A valuable lesson learned. And I think they're going to come out with some laws on streaming eventually. Because everybody wants to stream, everybody wants to do this, but there's not going to pay consequences. There's people going out there streaming and punching people in the face and putting it on their stream. There's people streaming, stealing and putting it on their stream. And they still need to go to jail. They need to go to jail. People trying to do all this stuff since COVID, working from home. And they got to do it. They got to do it. But you got to get in trouble, right? Is Rampage at fault? No. Is Raja at fault? Yes. Is the wrestling organization at fault? Yes. Is the wrestler that got beat up at fault? A little bit, but not. I mean, he can't control what happens after he goes unconscious, right? So there's a couple people at fault here. Will Raja get in trouble? Probably. Very good teaching point. But the most important thing, guys, here's the most important thing. No one fucking died. Because if he died, there'd be massive prison time. He did apologize before the event. He hit him over the head with the can, and Raja just stood there, and he got mad. He accepted the apology off camera. I have the video. I have the video. I got the video somewhere. Let me look here, guys. I want to show you that video because that's important. Biff, you're right. That's important, Biff. Give me 1 second and I'm going to pull that up for you. I got 2 videos I want to play for you real quick, okay? And these are very important, okay? Okay, this is the video, Psycho Stu, of him apologizing. Ready? This is him apologizing. Okay. All right, ready? Let's bring it in. He apologized.
I get it. We're gonna work it out where he's gonna come out on your mat. So I'll have him come out during your mat so we can seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
That's Hamzat, 20 million bucks. 20 million.
Your boy Strickland says that he could beat Hamzat.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Did you see that bullshit he pulled in?
Yeah, suspended. You got to go to anger management classes. You ever go to anger management?
Yeah. How would you
I appreciate it. I didn't know. I get it. We're gonna work it out where he's gonna come out on your mat. So I'll have him
He
come out
apologized.
during your mat so we can seal the whole thing and we'll make something out.
I appreciate it. I didn't know.
He didn't know. He said he apologized. Yeah. And this is the other wrestler pressing him.
Another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't. So, you don't. An idiot.
There we go. And there you have it. The long story. A lot going on here, guys. It was. It was crazy. Raja accepted his apology, and then after he got riled up by the streaming chat, and it just went overboard. So there's your whole story, right? From beginning to end. He hit him with a can. He apologized. They agreed to fight. He got riled up by the chat. Things got out of control. And here we are Monday, 2 days later, and we're going to see what happens. And that's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right, we're going to be done. I'll hit some news real quick, and then we're going to be done. I'm going to get my kids on the bus for school. All right, let's hit some news. All right. Khabib Nurmagomedov says Ilya Topuria. Khabib Nurmagomedov says Ilya Topuria will most likely lose to Arman Tsarukyan. Right? Here's his quote. I believe right now the best lightweight is Arman Tsarukyan. I'd say it's 80% to 20% in Arman's favor. Wow. That's Khabib. Paulo Costa calls out Dricus. Now, Dricus already said he's not fighting till next year. I will fight this year. I still have one more fight in 2025 before Christmas. This is Paulo Costa, who wants Dricus. Dricus is fresh off the belt. He's so unpredictable, tough guy to fight. That would be a great fight. A huge fight. Dricus du Plessis versus Paulo Costa. School, you ready? All right, I'm coming, Bing Bing. My son's ready to get on the school bus. School bus is here early. Okay, I gotta run. What happened? It's here? Oh, Liam says the garbage truck's a school bus. That's really nice, Liam. That's really good. Honey, that was payback. Baby, that was payback. False alarm. The school bus is not a trash truck, right? Okay, let's get into some more news. Dana White says, I don't care if you fucking do work at 9 o'clock this morning or 9 o'clock tonight. If your kid has a play, school, function, or a game, that's more important. Dana White is saying his employees can work whatever hours they need to. He don't care, as long as they get the job done. Islam Makhachev explains why there are no American champions in the UFC. Here's what he said. They just started signing more of our guys. That's the reason. Our guys live for this sport. In the USA, for example, they don't even worry, even if they compete bad. Islam Makhachev says more and more fighters are getting hired overseas. And there's a reason. And that's it for the news. Yeah, I know, huh? All right, guys, I got to run. I got to get the kids on the school bus. But subscribe to the channel. We're coming on here all the time. We'll bring you some really, really good stuff. I mean, I can't even tell you, but we're going to have some really good stuff on this channel. It's going to get better. It's going to get a lot better. Plus, we have Jackson Podcast coming up. We got a new episode. And, jeez, we got UFC 320 coming up, too. We'll get into that. International MMA is picking up. It sure is. Hey, I got to run, guys. I got to get the kids on the bus. See you later, brothers.